Can you solve all these teaching and learning questions? Odd one out. Smart move. Pedagogy is accurate answer. Learning is dash. Great thinking. Both options is right. Models of teaching are Bravo. Instructional designs is the answer. Pedagogy is the study of. You're right. Teaching methods is correct. Jigsaw is a form of dash. Sharp thinking. Cooperative learning is right. What modality? Rote learning? On track. Behaviorism is correct. Which one is first learning? Good thinking. Mentimeter is right. Kolb's learning cycle reflect on. Valid point. Experience is true. Personality can be identified using. Solid response. Personality assessment is valid. In the language of micro-teaching is. Well done. Limited learning is right. The way you learn best is called your. Right choice. Learning style is best. What page are the learning styles on? Clear logic. 16 is sound. What is the spider diagram an example of? Great job. Study method is accurate. Which domain of learning show emotions? Smart pick. Effective is correct. Learning starts from specific to general. Well-reasoned. Inductive is correct. The way a person thinks and learns is called. Nicely done. Learning style is solid. The desired goal of a session is called dash. Perfect. Learning objective is the one. How many different learning styles are there? Good job. 3 works well. The observer's role in lesson study is as dash. Strong choice. Observer learning is right. What is the most common type of learning style? Well picked. Kinesthetic is correct. Which of the following is not a learning style? You chose linguistic, correct? The number of students in micro-teaching is dash. 5-10 students is spot on. The ideal teaching time for micro-teaching is dash. Right again. 15 minutes is valid. Which one is not a tool for collaborative learning? You got it. Standardized test fits. What is the name of the micro-teaching supervisor? Excellent. Muhammad Zikri is well-reasoned. Learns best by observing and learning about nature. Exactly. Naturalistic makes sense. Alamat Axis Learning Management System UNIM. Nice selection. E-learning. UNIM. X. It is correct. How teachers evaluate students in mastery learning? Excellent choice. Criterion-based test is right. A learning style where you use your hands and body. Nice work. Kinesthetic fits perfectly. Which learning styles learns through what they see? Correct response. Visual is accurate. The following are example of a learning except one. Exactly. Module learning makes sense. Which is not a learning style talked about in class? You're right. Local is correct. Teaching and learning strategy through the internet. Right again. E-learning is valid. What is the learning theory that had been presented? Valid point. Constructivism is true. Done and done learning styles focus on dash dimensions. Nicely done. 5 is solid. What is the primary objective of technology in teaching? Good thinking. Integrate is right. What step do students reflect on their learning process? Nice work. Step 3 fits perfectly. Each model of teaching has the dash fundamental elements. Right choice. 4 is best. Artistic and creative best describes which learning style. You got it? Visual spatial fits. The learning objective tells the dash of any session. Correct. Y is spot on. How many basic teaching skills must an educator have? Dash. Well done. 8 is right. The number of variables involved in teaching process are. Great job. 3 is accurate. While teaching at memory level, emphasis should be laid on. Excellent. Recall is well reasoned. Is a model of blended learning wherein it is always remote. Strong choice. Self-blend is right. Which of the following is not a benefit of online learning? Well picked. Easy life is correct. Learning occurs through internal processing of information. Smart move. Cognitivism is accurate answer. Which learning style means? Likes to touch and move around. Solid response. Bodily kinesthetic is valid. Athletic and mechanical are examples of which learning style? You chose bodily kinesthetic, correct? How many learning style models did Caulfield identify? Perfect. 71 is the one. What is the factor of learning that makes you want to learn? Nice selection. Motivation is correct. Where is the S1 education taken by micro-teaching lecturers? Well reasoned. Ahamka is correct. Enjoys working in a team, sharing, cooperating, and comparing. Great thinking. Interpersonal is right. Learning starts from general to specific examples or concepts. Clear logic. Deductive is sound. One of the factors in choosing the right learning media is dash. Excellent choice. Objectivity is right. Which of the following is not an element of models of teaching? On track. Office staff is correct. A learning style where you prefer images, spatial and pictures. Good job. Visual works well. Different ways people naturally think and learn are called dash. Smart pick. Leaning styles is correct. Called micro-teaching because of the simplification of each. Dash. Sharp thinking. Learning components is right. To make a summary, I have to use the following learning strategy. Correct response. Note-taking is accurate. A person's a dash is a way a person gathers and processes information. Bravo, learning style is the answer. Which learning style means likes to read, write, or tell stories? Strong choice. Verbo-linguistic is right. What modality? Self-guided learning based upon personal experience. Smart pick. Constructivism is correct. Which of the following is not a component of a learning technology? Good job. Learning works well. Which of the following is not a learning style identified by Kolb's? Solid response. Activist is valid. These are the effective teaching strategies for the classroom, except you chose assessing infrequently. Correct. Which learning style means likes to sing, hum, and play instruments? Right choice. Musical rhythmic is best. Which learning strategies involved students using their body movement? Well picked. Memory-related strategies is correct. What learning factor is used when you receive the test results quickly? On track. Feedback is correct. It is a long-term plan of action designed to achieve a particular goal. Nice selection. Teaching strategy is correct. Enjoy jumping, dancing, and swimming are examples of what learning style. Valid point. Bodily kinesthetic is true. In general, micro-teaching practices are carried out using the DASH method. Exactly. Peer teaching makes sense. Micro-teaching is an effort to improve performance involving skills in DASH. You're right. Teachers is correct. As per the Kolb's learning styles, the most cognitive approach is found in. You got it. Divergence fits. Knowledge, comprehension, analysis, and evaluation are all terms related to clear logic. Bloom's taxonomy is sound. The hands-on learner who prefers a practical approach to learning is a what? Great job. Accommodator is accurate. Choose the adjective that does not characterize a strong learning objective. Good thinking. Vague is right. Which learning style means likes to draw, build, design, and create things? Well done. Visual, spatial is right. The correct systematic classification of the stages of learning activities is smart move. Opening core closing is accurate answer. Which option is key while incorporating Vygotsky's theories in your classroom? Bravo, scaffolding is the answer. In individual learning, the teacher should pay attention to the principle of dash. Well reasoned. Study thoroughly is correct. The number of stages in Morrison's model of teaching at understanding level are great thinking. 5 is right. Use of someone else's original words or ideas without giving that person credit. Sharp thinking. Plagiarism is right. According to Oxford, how many types of learning strategies can be divided? Right again, 6 is valid. A learning factor that helps when you receive help from a more experienced person. Excellent. Guidance is well reasoned. Your 20 hours of participant observation in an elementary classroom is a form of nice work. Service learning fits perfectly. Which strategies do students reward themselves, and find their own mood in learning. Excellent choice. Effective strategies is right. This learning factor uses videos, debates, and other fun activities is called what? Correct response. Novelty is accurate. Learning theory that is related to online learning is Vygotsky's social-theory. Perfect construction is the one. Learning is self-directed learning via content source people groups within a network. Nicely done. Connectivism is solid. Micro-teaching learning was originally carried out at Stanford University. USA in dash. Correct, 1963 is spot. The patterns of feelings, motives, and behavior that set people apart from one another. Exactly. Personality makes sense. Camping is an example of an activity that a person with which learning style would enjoy. Excellent. Naturalistic is well-reasoned. Dash refers to an individual's preferred method of obtaining knowledge and information. Good thinking. Learning style is right. Dash should be used to inform and improve classroom practices and promote learning outcomes. Right choice. Assessment is best. The learner participants are assisted to remember, understand, apply, synthesize, and evaluate. On track. Critical thinking is correct. Which learning style means does experiments, works with numbers, and likes to solve puzzles. Solid response. Logical mathematics is valid. Students enjoy playing games, solving problems, and working with computer lessons and exercises. You got it? Active learning fits. Jackie learns best by solving problems, sorting, and keeping charts. What is her learning style? Right again. Logical mathematical is valid. A learning environment with face-to-face sessions and phases with self-directed online learning. You chose blended learning? Correct! Among thinking skills in learning, what includes fluent, flexible, original, and elaborate thinking? Valid point. Divergent thinking is true. Based on the Kolb's learning theory, which teaching activity supports active experimentation stage. Well-reasoned, simulation is correct. These activities describe what learning modality? Lecture, drill, and practice rote learning multiple choice tests. Correct response. Behaviorism is accurate. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format. Bravo! Contact Narayan Changder is the answer.